Hey, what's going on? This is Andre from AniSanders.net. Anything that we lack knowledge in, we're afraid of. And you can go down a whole list as far as, saying ignorant or, wanting to sound politically correct when you lack knowledge. But, just call it what it is. You lack knowledge in something. Why not just go and research something? Napoleon Hill warned about this in several of his books as well. As far as he mentioned the Master Key to Riches, people will be quick to just accept an opinion as a fact. And it's something also that Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad mentioned, or when Kiyosaki mentioned a lot of his Rich Dad books. People will be quick to take an opinion as a fact without even researching something. Look at today's times. You go on social media and people will believe it immediately without going really to go and research something. They take what it is and just get, have all these emotions go crazy. See, the same thing as far as TV. This is the reason why, I mentioned so many times, too. I noticed a lot of successful people say the same thing. Stay away from negative news because it's not benefiting you whatsoever. People are like, oh, man, stay up to date with current events. Somebody getting killed, mass shooting, what happens to an athlete, getting arrested. That's not news. That's trash. That's trash because then people kind of, going back to that same mentality, as far as lack of knowledge, people will be quick to think, oh, man, okay, the professional athletes, the millionaires, why would they do that? That's stupid or whatever. You don't know everything behind the story. Of course the news is only going to tell just a little bit of it. You see what I'm saying? That's not, that's not telling all the information. That's just something just to get you stirred up. I remember Tony Robbins mentioned over a year ago, he did a Facebook Live, and he mentioned this, talking about traditional media versus social media. Traditional media has been getting whipped here the last few years because of social media, and the only thing that traditional media can do to get something going is something to startle you. Mass killings or something going on politically or whatever. That's the only thing traditional media could do to get people to keep on tuning in, whether it be the radio or on TV, because again, social media is so much more up to date. But again, sometimes the facts are not all there. You see what I'm saying? So it goes back to just doing your own due diligence on something. Now, I'm not saying go and try to research all the negative. That's not my point. The thing is, trying to get all the information, the correct information, then do your own thinking. I also listened to a recent podcast from the Kiyosaki's and his Rich Dad radio show, and he's been, implying that for years as far as people doing their own thinking. Same thing with Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill was doing the same thing with his books as far as really implying for people to do their own thinking. And that means actually going to take the time to go and research something. Not just taking an opinion from what your friend said, your buddy said, your family member said, and just running with it. Go and actually take the time to research it. And it's sad because a lot of people will choose not to do so. To take the first, thing that they hear, read, or say, and just run with it. And then, without even doing any type of thinking behind it, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess. So it's sad because even those that might be quote unquote educated, they'll be quick to say something like you say, trying to be politically correct. But at the same time, it's like, have you actually done the research? Have you actually, gotten your feet wet as far as doing something other than just saying something like, oh, I've tried that before, I've done it before? Doesn't make any sense to do that if you haven't actually been in the trenches to get something done. You haven't been in the trenches to actually not only just get information, but actually take action on something. It's like somebody to say something about a sport, but you never played it before. But you got all the, you sound correct and you might do so, but have you actually maybe coached the sport? Have you actually played the sport? You see what I'm saying? So it comes down to just actually, get the information. Not saying get the correct information. Just go and get the information and then do your own, make your own judgment after getting all the, the facts behind it. So something I just want to leave you with, because you don't have to be in fear of something, or again, even though might not be fear, we don't have to be ignorant of something just because we don't know everything. Not saying that we have to know everything, but at the same time, if it's something that's important to us, why not go just take the time to just look into it. So if you got value for what we shared here, I'd love to read your comments below. I'd like to say this video. That being said, I will see you in the next video.